for the GSRC Friday Night Radicals, coming to you from North America in Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, or Motorsport Park, in Ontario, Canada. Tonight, Joe will be doing the broadcast, and he's joining me in the commentary box tonight. Joe, how are you tonight?
Oh, mate, I've been run ragged today. I'm actually home a little bit late, but we've got everything sorted, ready to go. So we're going to put it on the best show that we can for Friday night. And obviously the members are enjoying it. We've got a stellar lineup tonight. We've got 45 or 46 cars that have hit the server tonight. So a bit of a boost in numbers from last week, Nick. It's great to see you, but it's something that's gone right across the whole week with the club. So it's a good time to be involved.
Yes, excellent. So as you can see, we're here in Canada, undulating in Motorsport Park. It's a very, very fast circuit in the Radical, and you can see here it's just a touch under 4 kilometres. The temperature is 19 degrees on track, 18 degrees in the air. We got 2 races coming up for you, a 20 and a 30-minute race. There's going to be plenty of talking from us, and obviously these cars don't have the wet tyres enabled just yet, so it's going to have a partially cloudy sky there and a little bit of a stiff wind. However, we'll cut to the championship, which will be basically the week 1 amalgamated results, with Jack Rogers getting the best out of that one. He's currently on 50 championship points, with John Merritt there in second, Ada Luthwaite in equal second, so rounding out the 3 there. Matt Distill in 4th, equal of Alex Court. Stuart Ellis there in 6th, with Chris Noble in 7th. Adam Labus in 8th. Nick Dornick and Paul Wood rounding out the 10 there. 2 races tonight, 20 and a 30 minute. Full reverse grid on the 30-minute race, and we're coming to the end of qualifying. There's about 3 minutes to go on that. A very fast circuit, one really tight corner called Moss Turn, which is those 2 left-handers there on the far left of the map, or 2 right-handers on the far left of the map. And it's fast and furious, and we're going to see some, I know myself, big crashes at turn 2 and possibly 3 and 4.
Look, this is one of the great circuits of the world, Nick, and as we're going on board with one of our broadcast commentators, committee guys, he does it all, Sam Chapman, and not only that, he also wins races as well. He's been pretty rapid lately, always showing best foot forward in the V's or anything small with DownForce, so I'm sure that he's sitting 31st at the moment, but I don't expect him to be sitting back there too long with Chapo. Like, they're a very, very nimble little car, and they're a lot of hard work actually to extract that last 3 or 4% out of the performance of them, but when you get it right, they're an incredibly rewarding car.
Yes, that's right, and the downforce to weight ratio on these things is massive. It almost makes your eyes water. So these things will have huge corner speed. They won't be too flash in the tight stuff, but as you can see here, coming through 3 here, it's still almost flat out. Very fast circuit. The times are tight at the top. We were just discussing in the practice. It's 0.0 something between the top guys here, and I'm looking at the leaderboard now. It's 0.0, 1.0, 6.0, 2.0, 1.0, 1.01. So these will blink the wrong way, and you're going to be down a lot of positions here. I think the top, where are we? The top 28 are covered by 1 second. So big server tonight, almost going to match the, I know you don't want to talk about it, almost going to match the big server that we had on Wednesday night, starting that one off. So
we had a big server in the Porsches too.
No, there you go.
It's something we have to mention, like the Orbic NASCAR series has absolutely blown me away, and my God, has it caused some stress in the back end. Unfortunately, like we're getting full servers. Like I think obviously the GT3 series on a Monday night, we're getting big numbers. You know, we're running 3 servers. I think at the end of last season, one night alone, I think between the 3 we had a total of 118 drivers over the 3 servers, which is huge. Like that's
ridiculous.
That's big numbers. But the NASCAR race on Wednesday night, last week I got caught by surprise. It was actually quite a small track, and we ended up with like 57 cars. Yeah. It's just, it caught everyone by surprise on the hop. I can't say that I expected it, I really didn't, but we had big numbers this week as well, to the point where around about 15 guys actually missed out on racing. So we've got a bit of an update for next week, but we'll get to that as we're now looking at the grid here, Nick.
All right, so walking away with the pole on a 12-2 is Chris Noble here from Aidan Luthwaite. So those guys at the very top yet again in the downforce car: Daniel Yeaman, Stuart Ellis, Dylan Walker, Aaron Russell, Matthew Gerard, Richard King, Alex Court and Jackson Dial rounding at the top 10. Going to do 11 to 20?
Oh, I'm trying. There we go. Wrong button.
Fred Kahn, Adam Labers, Nick Dwornik, Paul Wood, Aidan Schweikert, Kevin Henderson, Doug Gowans, John Merritt. Oh wow, John Merritt. Far down for him. Adam Simpson, David Baz. Excuse me. So
21st is Lee Partridge, Warren Ibbett on his outside. Oh geez, I had to take this one. We have a new driver, Sushi Osafun. I probably butchered that. Sorry, Sukiyaki Racing. We'll call him Mr. Sukiyaki. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I can't pronounce that. Phil King in 24 on his outside. Sam Katakazunas. Oh, that one's easier. Aaron Bryan. Greg Heaney in 27th, the king of Whiskey Business Racing, with Eduardo Zamora on his outside. Brett Bradbury and Jeff Adams round out the 30. Over the page, he didn't better. So Sam Chapman, watch for him during this race. So he's in 31st with Tony Baker. Good to see Tony running on a Friday night from Pulse Tuning. Another Pulse Tuning in Brendan Nealon in 33rd. Ben Gorringe on his outside. Ashley, now he's run up the front last week, I think. So that's a little bit unusual for Ash to be back there. One of the perennial favourites, Grant Gill on his outside, Inocular Drone Racing. Andrew Bailey out of 30. Pete Matson for Orbic Pace Edison, Aussie Racing out of 38. Scott Jordison and Liam Braid round out the 20 rows. So, we must be getting ready to go green, I think. Oh, and we have two.
Here we go.
My bad.
All good, Joe. As we see them go through turn one now, they're side by side, 2 by 2. It's pretty thick all the way back, and there's going to be plenty of action around here. And look, it is a surprise to see some of those names that are usually at the front. Only a couple tenths and they're down 30, 40 positions. As we see here, we're looking at Fred Kahn, who's in the 10th position here in the Whiskey Business Racing, chasing Jackson Dial. And he's got Adam Lavis in his tow. This is lap 1 of a 20-minute race. So it's going to be like a 19, 18 lap sprint, and we've got to see some action here because this is the slowest corner on the circuit, through Moss Turn and then down the longest straight on the circuit with some fast corners at the end. So we can already see some guys getting a good tow. As we see here, Kevin Henderson in the 17th position in car 945. It's got a bit of a gap in front, a bit of a gap behind, but no one is greater than a second apart until you get to 44th and back. So Kevin Henderson here coming to the end of the back straight. Toss it in, back a gear, back to 5th, back another gear, back to 4th. He's gone 2 gears down to 3rd. Through the second part of the S's, probably back to 2nd through here, and then back on the loud pedal as we complete the first of probably 19 tours around this place. And we see a side-by-side action on lap 2. Chris Noble is leading this one away as we now look at Matthew Gerard in 6th place.
It's all lit up here. The timing markers are like nobody's got a gap of any more than like half a second right the way back through the field. Like, yeah, here Woodsy's got cars everywhere. Sam Katakazunas, he's up 3 positions already in 22nd. Who else have we got that's a bit of a Sam Chapman? I told you keep an eye on him. He's up 6 spots, make that 7, I think. He just got past our Japanese driver there, new to the club.
Osafune.
Pete Matson, he's back here. He's up 5 positions. Sean Reeves, long-time club member, he's up 9 positions from his start. Wayne Vizza, he's back there, he's up 7. Here he is, powering up the back straight. He won't be too happy with where he started, but not a lot of movement other than Alex Court up the front here. So it's, it's sort of I think the biggest key tonight for some of the guys, Nick, is going to be, like, this is a hectic race. It's busy. We've got 48 cars on track, and you've just got to get to the finish and you've got to get a result. So there's an invert for race 2, is there? How many cars will invert, Nick? Do you know?
A lot.
A lot.
The lot.
Hang on. Did you just say the lot or a lot?
Correct. The lot.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Race 2 is going to be a cracker.
Exactly, as Klaus mentions that there on the chat. The thing for tonight, the key would be is stay consistent. Just keep banging in. It looks like they're doing 12s. Doesn't matter where you are in the 12s, as long as you're doing 12s, you're going to be in with a shot. You just got to wait for other people to make mistakes, because there's just no wiggle room at all. We have the top 25 are all less than a second away from each other. Oh, as I say that now, Adam Lavis now just off in the 11th spot. Oh, someone wide, someone in the grass. Who was that? Oh, no
Russell.
Contact.
Aaron Russell.
Oh, there's contact. Done so well up to that point too. He caught it and everything. He caught a wild one on Wednesday night as well. So side by side with, who was that? He's had to shortcut the surf, and then he nearly touched, but then what happened here? Oh, he tried to get up the inside. A little bit of curve.
A bit of thunderfoot. So that was all. That was all.
He's going to be collected there. Far out.
Actually, I did notice we had another one earlier on, just at the start. I'll see if I can grab that one. I think so our friend Brendan Nealon, he's involved in something early. So
it's just going wide through turn 2. He just gets a hit. Check. And he just caught the end of the tyres as well.
So yeah, whoever the other guy was just got up over the curb and
someone's
fed him a wheel. So, but what that does do, it gives Brendan the front row start for race 2, because I'm pretty sure he's still in the pits.
Yep. Chris Noble here outside of Aiden into the final turns. He's going to have another look down here. It looks like there's a lap car just in front of Andrew Bailey in 44. Wow, what a server. It's just packed. As the boys run through turn 1. Aiden had the fastest lap of the race for about 0.2 of a second there. Now Dylan Walker's taken that away with 11.86. So, Chris has just run wide here turn 2. I wish we could see his mirrors a bit better. Might have somebody sneaking up the inside there. You've got to be real careful. You've got to get your car positioned really well to get the drive into and off these corners. So that's for Aiden 0.4 of a second, if you could call that a breather. 0.4 of a second over Chris Noble here as they come into the Moss turns. And start their 5th trek up the hill back towards the start-finish line. You can see there's just a constant stream of cars. The first big gap is in 8th position, Fred Khan a second off the guys in front, and then there's another almost 14 guys, 7 guys, 14, depends how you look at it. All the gaps are constantly changing, but they're all still, as you can see on your totem poles, yellow and orange, which means they're less than a second away from each other. See here, Dylan Walker in 4th position here. Drop Bear Motorsport's coming through the final turn. A little bit sideways. Keep it straight, mate. And as the commencement of the 6th lap. Fast and Furious tonight, Joe.
Yeah, speaking of Fast and Furious.
Speaking of which.
Merritt up 8th position, so he's currently your 2nd biggest mover, looking at the top 3rd actually. Wow, look at this. So John Merritt up 8 positions into 10th.
There's a lap car there.
Done well to get out of the way.
He's done well.
Your next biggest mover is this guy, Sam Chapman. So he's having a good run. I knew he wouldn't be happy where he qualified, but currently Colin Bennett, this guy, he's up 12 positions, so I'm not sure if he didn't set a lap in qualifying, and he's just marching his way up through the field. And young Liam Haycock, he's back here as well.
Henderson off track, you're just noticing on the timing screen too.
Henderson, oh no.
Yeah, but Liam Haycock here in 36. Where's he up from? Hold on, just have a quick look. He's up 10 as well, and he's just off the road. As soon as I say it, I should stop talking about that. Does he come back to Kevin Henderson?
He just carried a bit too much speed across that second apex, and he's picked the throttle up real aggressively, and it's just got away from him.
Yeah. onto the curbing as well.
These guys up here, we're 0.4, 0.3 and 0.6 between the combatants up the front. So what have we got? A bit of a 6-car train there at the moment. Get back to Matthew Gerard, he's fallen 1.7 seconds off the back of Alex Court. So these guys, they're certainly putting their best foot forward tonight for a result. So it's yeah, but I'll tell you what, how would you like to see this in your rearview mirror? Here we go, your A blue plate, and you've got Chris Noble, Stuart Ellis, Dylan Walker, and Dan Yeaman, Alex Court. They're 5 of the toughest guys in the club, and they're hunting down one of, I think, well, Aiden's actually our Friday night champion from last season. Obviously, last season was the IndyCar, but he's our current IndyCar Friday night champion. So, yeah, he's got the pedigree there, and he's doing a great job at the moment.
Well, I mean, if you are in Aiden's shoes, you'll be smiling because you're leading. So, but man, there's just a long line of cars. We see here David Bads in 16, coming through turn 1, and he's got Aiden Schweikert behind him and Paul Wood in front of him. And it's just this cars as far as you can see in either direction here. Turn 2, can't get that one wrong, or else you're well off and you bowl a wide, and that's the end of that. Turn 3, another one with a bit of a weird apex and exit. Yes, Klaus, we might have to do that.
Actually, Dan Yeaman, he's lost a bit of ground here with the lead pack at the moment. He's about 1.8 off. His last lap was... oh, sorry, here we go. No,
yeah, that was
his last lap was actually his quick lap. And so Alex Court and Dan Yeaman, 11.61 is their best laps, and 11.61 and 11.62 was their last laps. So incredibly consistent up front. Be a bit of draft help there, I'd say, for Yeaman being the last one in that conga line, the caboose as it may be.
I mean, it'd be a good spot to be, and you can see what's going on in front as we see here. 2 wide, Sam Chapman's caught up to Paul Wood and Lee Partridge, and he's bringing Aiden, he's just got passed around Aiden.
Oh,
and
bit of a shoulder.
Hip check into turn 2. I think that's going to be I haven't seen anything crash in the background, but we'll see what happens.
I think he might have caught that one, I think. Oh, hang on. Someone's going backwards.
Yeah, I think that was Lee. Lee Partridge now in 24th. You see here, coming down to the Moss turn there, just line astern. Don't want to make a mistake because, yeah, as you saw the consequences, it's a very fast circuit, not much runoff, but also the field is that tight. 71 seconds for a lap around here, or 72 if you're a little bit slower, and it is just ridiculous. We see Sam Chapman here, 17th now, up 14 spots in car 101. As they come to the end of the back straight, through the fast turn, first bit's flat, brake for the second bit, down a gear, back a couple more gears for the second part, and then finish the lap and start a new one. And they will start. Oh, you're going, Joe, sorry.
As good as he's driven in this race, just bear in mind he's still in 17th. It just shows how crucial, when you've got a car like this that was separated by a second in the top, was it 28 in qualifying?
Yep.
Those even thousandths make a difference, a couple of rows difference, and and then there's a big difference between qualifying pace and race paces. We all know, for me personally, I can't qualify to save my life, but I tend to race better than what I qualify. And some guys can qualify better than they race, but it's been a sunken drive from Chapper, up 14 positions in this one. And another guy who's put on a show is Tony Baker. Look at this guy. He's up, 11 positions up from where he started. Colin Bennett now, he's 15 up. So it seems to be the same 3-4 guys that are marching up. So they've obviously had bad qualifying and better races. So, but I tell you what, the guys up the front here, they're still putting on a show, and it's all arguing over who gets the back row in race 2.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say also, like we were discussing off there, that even practice was, I think it was the top 30 or something were within a second. It was ridiculous. So it's just super tight in this one. It's a short lap, and we cut back to Jeff Adams here. What happens here? Oh,
the lap car.
Something happened.
Trying to get out of the way.
Yeah. Not predictable.
And just, he got balked and he ran on the back.
Played them all up.
Heaney, he's on his own. I reckon he's pinched the rear. Yeah.
Yep.
So
very easy to do at that point in the circuit.
At Motorsport, and the field scatters. Oh, we got another one. Phil King.
Same deal.
Anything you
I just on the opposite.
I can do better.
We've all done it. Don't loop it.
Many times. Another one here.
Heaney again.
Oh, can't go out there. Oh, hang on. Oh, no.
It's going to be a bit shorter now.
And I'll tell you what, the guys were doing really well early, but it's falling apart for the guys. He was one of the fast guys. What's that?
Was that Chapo?
Oh, no.
An 8.
Oh, Chapo's caught it, and Chapo saved it. But, yeah, that's... I hazard a guess that that's probably a little bit clumsy from Aiden. We'll have a look at the on.
Yeah, it's not looking down the road. Aiden's car looks like something that's going up Pikes Peak now.
So, yeah, he's carried too much speed. He's got out in the grass and...
They're both off the track too.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Chapo's basically done the exact same thing, but Chapo's caught it, whereas Aiden, unfortunately...
Didn't flaunt it.
Yeah. So, still 6 minutes to go in this one. So, in one of these little cars around here, I think even a 20-minute sprint race would feel like a marathon by the end of it. And
they got to back it up and do 30 more. 4 wide. Did you see that?
Yeah,
they're 3 wide. Oh, man.
Oh, 3 wide through the sweeper off the back straight.
That's all for position as well.
It is, yeah.
This is nuts. They're still 2 wide. We look here, Alex Court, he just gets the... Oh, no. Oh, he's collected it. That was Stuart Ellis. No, what's it? That was Dan Yeaman. Wow. Yeaman, Ellis, and what was it? And Court.
Yeah, so Alex Court, Stuart Ellis, and Dan Yeaman are they're playing for keeps.
Right up the back straight.
Wow. we've had another small incident here. What's happened to King?
Richard King. He's in the Batmobile. Oh, can't do that, boys.
That's a weird one. That's must have been a little bit of netcode in that one. Just the way they both snapped at the same time. So. Yeah, unfortunately for Kingy and whoever else it was. Your biggest mover at the moment still is Sean Rees. So,
Sean Rees and Liam Hancock 2 spots back.
Yeah, 6 up, 16. So the field's spread out a little bit. Now there's been a couple of incidents. Here's Adam Maverick. He's a little bit dirty tonight, I've got to tell you too. Bit of a scoot, people. He's in car number 27. And he's not happy.
Oh, who took his number?
Oh, young Aiden. Young Aiden got into the server before Adam and must have had 23 picked as his preferred number, and he's nabbed it off for poor Adam Maverick. So he's a bit filthy on that one, but yeah, NBNK, yeah, it's that's what happens when you don't keep great company, right, Klaus?
There's nothing wrong with the 27. Especially in Canada, it's a successful number.
I think that's the number that was attached to Gillies Villeneuve, wasn't it?
Gillies and Jacques.
And Jacques. Andrew Bailey.
And we got Bailey. Oh, he just gets help.
I don't know if there was any help in that one. We'll have another look at that. Go drone.
Because the front of these cars are a wedge, so...
Yeah, I think there might have been a helping hand there, so...
Yeah, it's not a NASCAR, unfortunately. It's a bit of a ramp. So you're lifting those back wheels up in the air. Well, I was just going to say on Adam...
Dan
too
Yeaman
wide.
On Ellis, coming into the back, the
Final turns.
to the... Whoa, just clear. Oh, playing for keeps, these guys.
Oh, he's coming back on the inside now. Look into turn 1. They're going side by side just back there, Joe, in turn 1. And did they make it? And he's just far out.
Oh, Noble and Luthwaite. I tell you what, Noble's putting the blowtorch to him at the moment. This is fantastic stuff.
I found with Chris, you just put him in the car downforce and just let him go. No pit stops or anything, and he is fantastically fast. He can just keep doing the same lap times, lap in and lap out. And as you can see here, yes, he's right behind Aiden, and I just get the feeling he's faster tonight.
Rejoin, well done, boys.
I just got the feeling he's faster over race distance, whereas Aiden just had him just in the qualifying. So I reckon he's going to get me side by side by the end of this straight here. I made sure I put the big downforce on these cars so they have big wings and big drag. So here we go again. Flat out into the end of the back straight.
Oh, I hope he's got his... Oh,
back a gear. Back 2 gears. Start another lap. 1:53 to go, so we'll get about 2 laps to go, I reckon.
1:47 left. So yeah, we'll probably get this in one more. We've been doing 1:11, so yeah, so penultimate lap.
I said 18, so it's going to be like 17 or 16 laps, so yeah. Oh. Just got to keep the pressure on, as you can see. Aiden just taking a little bit of a weird line in there, just running a bit too hot, and again, Chris just closes up on him, and he's bringing Dylan and Alex with him, so you can't rest around here.
Oh, absolutely.
And I can imagine.
4-car train after just about to tick over 19 minutes. Doesn't get any better. I tell you, I can't wait for race 2. These 4 guys, I think round on us for the night is probably going to come somewhere out of your top 7 or 8. 7, 8, 9, and it's going to be all about who can get through the lap traffic.
Oh, I come back to my thing I said at the start. You got to be consistent, right? So you just got to keep lapping consistently. Number 27, who should be number 23, he's up 3 spots, but he's just doing the same lap times. So we got the white flag there. Barney's just waving the white flag. Come into the final lap, and can Chris Noble do anything about Aiden? As we jump on board with Chris Noble here, coming through turn 2. Downhill, left-hander. You can see to the right there's not much runoff. So if you do make a mistake, your day is done. Into the right-hander here, corner 3. Bit of a weird apex, a weird exit. Flat out down the hill under the Continental Tires Bridge. And then into the 2 tighter turns, the Moss turns. You've got to get the second one right to get a good run on to the back straight. We'll see Aiden, they both missed the apex.
Aiden got a little bit wobbly on the exit there.
He's running up the hill. Oops, everything's just reset on my end, but that's all right. I got vision again, and there's 4 cars line of stern for the final laps here. As we see, Chris is looking left and looking right. He wants to get past. And yes, Klaus has got the right idea. Get some popcorn ready because it's going to be a fantastic last lap.
Oh, great.
There we go. Fantastic finish. Sorry, yes.
Well done.
There we go.
So Dan
That's top
Yeaman
4.
in 5th, Stuart Ellis 6th, John Merritt's just come across in 7th, followed by Fred Kahn, Adam Maverick and Matthew Gerard. Nick Dwarnick, our Canadian friend, followed by Paul Wood, Doug Gowan, Sam Katakazunas, David Baz, Aaron Bryan, Tony Baker's in 17th, Ashley, Lee Partridge, Sam Chapman's just lost a couple of positions.
Might have gone off track.
Yeah, we've had a couple of crashes. We'll have a look at those ones between the races. Tony, so Chapman, 20 seconds, Brett Bradbury, Kevin Henderson, actually hang on, it hasn't come up yet, so Kevin Henderson, Sean Rees, Jackson Dial, Grant Gill in 26. We'll go back while it's sorting out the race finishes. We'll have a look at some of these incidents that we had there on the last lap.
He's already off the track there. Oh, he's run wide at the Moss turn.
So this is Liam Braid.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, thunderfoot there.
That was Liam Braid. Bradbury's had one.
There's one guy off the track, another car off the track.
Slow it up there. Whoa, boy.
Oh, another one spinning in sympathy's car out.
It's like Kevin Henderson, I think.
Yeah. So Kevin was spinning.
Oh,
just
big slide. And...
Oh,
golly gosh.
Oh, more smoke so people can't see. Far out. Now his rear tyres will be cooked as well.
That's about the last one we can do.
And I think the results are up. There you go. So our race 1 of round 2 winner here is Aiden Luthwaite. Chris Noble, Dylan Walker, Alex Court, Daniel Yeaman, Stuart Ellis, John Merritt, Fred Carnan, Adam Lavis and Matthew Gerard rounding out the 10, and they were covered by 12 seconds. Nick Dornick, Paul Wood, Doug Gowan, Sam Catacasinas, David Baz, Aaron Bryan, Tony Barker, Ashley Lee Partridge and... Baker, Ashley Lee Partridge and Pete Matson rounding out the 20. That's 30 seconds down the road. And the list goes on. Joe.
Sam Chapman, what a drive, up 10 spots. I think I lost a couple of spots. We missed it because my things reset, so I can't pick it. But so he went up 10 spots in the end. Brett Bradbury in 22nd, Kevin Henderson, Sean Rees, 23rd and 4th, Jackson Dial. He won't be happy with that one. We know how competitive Jackson is. Greg Gill in 26th, Eduardo Zamora. Liam Haycock, a fantastic drive up to 28th. Osafane, in 29th. Richard Key in 30th. Oh, let's go again. 31st is Martin Walker, Michael Haynes and Scott Jordison around at 32 and 33rd. 34th is Ben Gorings, followed by Phil King, Aidan Schweikert after his early riches. So Phil King, Aidan Schweikert, Adam Simpson, Brendan Millen, Jeff Adams and Colin Bennett round out to position 40, who are all a lap down. And we've got another page, I believe, a little bit more. So Warren Ibbott,
Greg King, yep. Greg King, Warren Ibbott, Liam Braid, Andrew... Oh, it just disappeared on me. Oh, sorry, there we are. Andrew Bailey, Wayne Visser, Aaron Russell, Shannon Bieber and Sam King. So Aaron must have completed that race. Yeah, 14 laps down. Absolutely ridiculous there.
That was crazy stuff. It looks like they're all about to grid up.
Well, while we're waiting on them gridding up, oh no, actually no, it's going to be a standing start race, so anything can happen. And judging by race 2 last week, 2 cars copped up the start and spun in front of the field. So we're going to have our eyes open for this one. This start was a lot better this time on race 1, but here comes race 2. 30 minutes. I reckon, look around the next 2 corners, if you can see in the background there. Yeah. They're almost onto the back straight. 3.9 Ks, 21 degrees on track temperature, 64% humidity, so it's a nice clear day today, 10 o'clock in the morning. Actually earlier today, October 11th apparently. Or later today if you're in Canada, I guess. But they're all gridding up now. 30 minutes, full reverse grid, lights are on the gantry. And
we're not in the sewer.
We're away.
Oh no!
Oh, you have to put it in gear. Watch out! Watch out! Yeah, got him.
Oh, no.
Background music, Joe.
Oh, I've got red coming up everywhere.
I just hit your background there. Background music there, Joe.
Oh, I do need to. Sorry, people. It's all just happened. It's all happened.
It's all happening.
Oh.
So we've got a large gap at the front with Aaron Russell leading away. That stalled car, who was it? And it just set them all off.
Aaron Russell, I think.
No, Aaron Russell's in the lead.
Oh, Aaron Russell in the lead. Who was it?
Oh wow,
Green
look at that.
Gill, I think it might have been Green.
You just got to take it slow, boys. Take it slow.
Oh,
Get going. Oh, jeez. So a lot of people just not looking down the road, are they?
Who was that on the front? Was that Grant? No, Grant was the first one into the back of him. I can't pick up the car number.
971, I think.
264, car 264. We'll work out who that is, but we better get up to see what's happening at the moment.
Martin Walker was 971. I think he was the first car on the grid that actually stalled, which probably isn't the best thing to do. But anyway, Colin Bennett here with the Skeletor mask and the Calsonic Radiators livery here. He's currently in 4th. And they're still changing at the back end of the leaderboard there. There's a lot of people off track, and there's people going to the pits as well. Yeah.
Oh, Hendo and Eduardo Zamora. Oh, no.
Oh, man. Yeah, a couple of these guys are going to hospital, I think, because they are some big crashes. Don't spin in front of the field,
no, suspension
buddy.
Knocked off it and nowhere to go. Actually,
yeah, you got to hold the brakes.
Oh, no.
It just keeps going.
Just had another one, Paul Wood.
He's blown his motor. I know that smoke. I've done it numerous times. He's blown his motor, so he's banged it up a gear, or banged it back a gear too early. Oh, man.
This is a crazy race. I was with catch Len Haycock out. Jim's mowing sponsorship he's chosen.
Well, look, it's going to spread out a lot more, Joe. But I feel that that the Aaron Russells and Greg Heaney's of the world will be all right, and then you'll see some people like, I'm just looking here down the leaderboard, Alex Court, Stuart Ellis, Dylan Walker, all up 23 spots, Aidan Luthwaite, 24 spots. So, some people were not too happy about that crash at the start or the stalled car, but these things happen, and you try and do the right thing, as you know, Joe. You try and do the right thing, but even people can't crash properly. So, unlucky to those guys. You just got to get back in it and try and have some fun, because you'll break somebody in this race, because it's a massive field.
It's a huge field, absolutely. So, and I agree. Last Independent said there, driving VR, you just close your eyes. I know when I was, I ran VR for a long, long time back in the day when Oculus first came out. And one thing, like, I never ever got sick in VR, or a bit of hip and shoulder there. I never got sick in VR, but what I did do is if I spun out and was sliding backwards, if I didn't close my eyes, I would get sick instantly. Like, it would just, it'd mess with me. I couldn't travel backwards when I was crashing without closing my eyes. You get that panic feeling about, like, it wasn't anything you could control, but like, you get that feeling when you're in a roller coaster and it goes too fast over a hump and your belly goes all right. It was like that. It was crazy.
Asafune with a great pass there at the end of the back straight, coming through the final turns. He's currently in 6th position here. He just got past Gorringe there, and he's got Dial in front of him. There's Jackson right there coming through turn 1, starting of the 4th lap. A couple more gaps now, but they're right behind these guys from Asafune back. There's a whole bunch of cars, not more than a second apart. So watch this space. Oh, mate. Take a step up and get into iRacing.
Yeah, it's worth the investment. So we got some big movers and shakers at the moment. Now, obviously there was the incident at the start, but 19 up is currently Jackson Dial. So he's having a cracking race too. He started 24th. He's currently in 5th. Ash Lear currently holds the fastest lap with a 12.57. Yeah. And he's up 21 spots into 10th. 23 spots up is Dave Baz. Up 22 is Doug Gowans. 24 for Matthew Gerard. Our Canadian friend, Nick Dwarnick, is up 22 positions to 16.
That's the same track. Whoa! He had the block curves up there behind him. Pete Matson's been getting aggressive with him too. So Nick's obviously trying to do the home crowd proud by getting a good result. Sorry there, Joe.
No, that's fine. There's plenty of open wheelers and F1s in iRacing. You only need one to go fast. Adam Maverick, he's up 22. Stuart Ellis, so he's one of the guys that finished up the front in race 1, and he's making a meal of it. He's up 24 positions. Dylan Walker, he finished up the front. Oh, Stuart Ellis and Adam Maverick, they're going hard at it for position. Here you go.
2 wide back there.
2 by 2
Going to be
by
3
2.
wide. Oh.
Hello, gentlemen.
Oh, it's going to be 3 wide. No, it's 2 wide there. Far out.
Oh, I tell you what, it's a lot safer
2 wide.
broadcasting.
Oh, the Dutch. No.
Hang on to it. Fred Kahn has got... Oh, there goes the bonnet. Fred Kahn was the one who got a bit loose at the front there, unfortunately for him, but...
They all survived. Okay, one car's got more damage than the rest, but they all survived, so good on them.
They did. So Mav, he's up 21. Alex Court just got by him. He's up 26. Dylan Walker's lost a few back now to 25. Noble, he's running with him.
Oh, another car. Another hip and shoulders. And another hip and shoulders. Far out. I think these guys have been watching too much Bathurst this weekend. There's so much hip and shoulders happening here. These cars are so aero-sensitive that if you break anything that's not too good, there's another one! Into turn 1. They're not happy with each other.
No, look out. Hello. So this is Mav and Dylan Walker.
Chris Noble's here going to gobble these guys up.
Everybody loves a bit of spice on Friday night.
I think Adam's trying to establish dominance there because he wasn't happy with the way Dylan tried to get past. And look, I'm of the same volition. You got, at least if you're going to get past, you got to do it clean. And don't try and force me off the road. And he's hit him now. He's off.
Okay, so
we'll move on.
There's
See here, Doug.
No Christmas cards from there now.
Okay, we're going to watch this one back.
Was there contact? There certainly was.
Yeah, very slightly. Hey, look, last independent, I dare you to watch some more of GSRC because we've got plenty of open wheelers across the week, and I generally tend to run things with downforce on Friday nights. So,
Klaus is
one
drug test. He wants a drug test. Aaron Bryant's been in a double crash incident here. So what's happened with Aaron?
I reckon he's going to go wide, or he's going to spin. So he spun and then hit.
Oh, oofed. Adam must have picked up some damage. I see there, he's just gone into the pit. So I tell you what, that's a tricky.
Another slide. Keep it. Oh, you could have gone left. Yeah, would have been easier.
we need a hotkey for Benny Hill music, I think.
maybe.
Yeah,
I shouldn't do that. No, it's tough thing to do.
We all know how difficult this car, and it's one of those cars when you're up at speed like this portion of the track where they're in now. This car
Fantastic.
is so stable. It's got the big wing on the back. It's got the what do I call it? Not active aero.
The downforce.
Yeah, the downforce. It's
Dale and Heaney side by side there before. Sorry, go on.
Another bit of hit and shoulder. Yeah, they've got the downforce there, but as the speed bleeds off, so in that slow right-hander down around the back, once the cars bleed off and they lose that downforce, they start to rely on mechanical grip, and there's
stiffly sprung.
There's a real tipping point there of speed over downforce, and it just falls off. No downforce on the rear, and away you go.
That's it. Osafune is really giving some curry there to the guys in front because he's catching them pretty quickly. Colin Bennett, Greg Heaney, they're all having a big ding-dong, but out in front, if we could just focus on him for a little bit, out in front, Mr. Aaron Russell. His brother's up the mountain this weekend. But Aaron Russell here, clean pair of heels, 7.8 seconds, 7.9 seconds clear of everybody around him for position, and he's now in lap traffic. So he's just banging in 12 flats to 12. Oh, he's done a 12.7, but he's still doing a consistent job, and that's the key to these cars, is just be consistent. Keep out of the trouble. He's only up 2 spots, but this will... oh, he didn't do too well in the first race, did he?
Big point. But he's a fast guy at the moment. So fastest lap, Dan Yeaman, with an 11.73, I believe. I'm pretty sure he's got the fastest lap. So
yeah,
and he's
chasing Richard King in the Batmobile. Oh, inside move. Oh, look at that. Swing the door open and I'll kick it open instead.
And that's the old Adam West Batman paint job too, by the way, people. Yes, I'm that old.
Holy hell, in a donut, Batman. So we cut back now to Jackson Dial. What's he in? Third place, up 21 spots, Joe.
He's up 21 spots. Dave Baz, 20, up 26. Matt Gerard, 27. Nick Dwarnick, 25. Stuart Elliso, look, he's probably headed close to round on us at the moment. He's up,
I'd say so,
29 spots, and he's in 14th. But Dylan Walker and Chris Noble, now these guys, Dylan's just got by Andrew Bailey. Oh no, we've got another spot.
Another man just dropped down there.
Colin Bennett
and the Altonic.
Fragile.
You have to move the front of his car.
Andrew Bailey.
I
think he's the car who got into the back of him. Yeah, so, oh no.
Too much Thunderfoot. Oof. He's removed the front suspension there too, so he's going, well, at least he's near the pit entry.
He is. Short toe. So
David Baz here, behind his teammate Ashley here. Is that his teammate, or they just don't have a skin on there?
No, teammates.
There you go.
It's
The
all right.
Radical Australia.
I did redo the paints at the start of the service, so it should be
All
right.
good. All good. So these guys are in 6th and 7th going up the hill here. Man, I have to say, a V8, no matter how small or how big it is, they sound good. These Hayabusa motors, these two Hayabusa motors joined together to make a V8, these sound great.
I think aren't they a bespoke motor? So they're a bespoke block that was cast and I'm pretty certain it's a bespoke block crank, like short motor, that fits the Hayabusa cylinder heads by 2 on them.
Yeah.
So they're a wicked little machine. I think they're only 2.4 litre or something.
Something stupid like that, yeah.
But mate, about 320 horsepower, I think. From memory, I'd have to go and look
These
at the
things just rev their
specs.
guts out. Too much technology for you, Joe. They got twin overhead cams and stuff.
Oh, nothing like push rod V8, mate. Oh, got a spinner in the back
spinner.
end, Lee Partridge, I believe that was. Did he get a help in? No, yeah. Oh,
Not the rear. Not the rears. No, it's underfoot.
Oh.
And God helped. I mean, there's nowhere to go. And then I saw.
My favourite holiday destination if ever I go to America, there's one in every town over there.
It's on the Gold Coast, mate. We come back to Ashley here in 7th place.
I'll be there next week.
Well, the V8s are going to be there, I think, in 2 weeks' time. So.
Yes, that's right, they are. So Dave, I'll tell you what, Dave's going to be a bit of a smoky for round honours at the moment. He's in 6 and up 28 positions. Doug Gowans, he's the same, so he's up 28 in 8th. Stuart Ellis is now 32. Dylan Walker and Chris Noble are still in the box seat. They're up 34 positions from their start.
I'm just looking at the timing screen and I'm just trying to figure out where a person started, which will indicate, if you invert that, where it will indicate where they finished. So hopefully I can kind of get a rough idea of who's going to win the round. It's going to be someone like Noble or Walker, I think, or Stuart Ellis. They're up 30-something positions.
Yeah, they are. So
there's one of those three there. So they're looking good for round honours because they were towards the front of that last race. So come up there, steam up the hill for the 12th time. We'll cut back here to Adam Lavis in his wrong numbered car, but in the right position, if that makes sense. 23rd position, making his way back.
He is. Well,
he's got Chapo in tow.
Considering he's had a tour through the pits already, he's in a pretty strong position. So
that's it.
So yeah, no,
well,
Adam's doing well.
He's going up the back straight. You can see on the track map there, the guys have just come through turn 3 now. Oh, sorry, turn 2 into turn 3 now. So all in all, it's actually not that bad. And he almost came to a stop. If we watch, when we do watch and do interviews, you watch the start of the race, he actually pretty much came to a stop to get around people. So Klaus obviously leading the way with the scrutineering and the DNA and the testing results.
Just needed him in race control and he would have had the trifecta.
Yeah. We see here Jackson up the hill here, leading away Jeff Adams, and not far behind will be Greg Heaney in his teammate's car. Aaron Russell with 10.2 second lead, by the way, out front. We haven't forgotten about you, Aaron, but well and truly out in front. And we got here Osafune. I hope I haven't axed your name there, but that's my best pronunciation for that name. But he's doing a solid job here in 7th place. Coming through to complete their 13th, or starting their next lap. So we're on lap 14 now. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing on the timing screen. There we go.
Jeff Adams, look, he may have started up the front, but there's a solid run for him at the moment. Like we're just past halfway in race 2, obviously, and he's plus 7 positions and sitting in 3rd at the moment. So strong night for Jeff and Greg Heaney as well. Like he started 8th, he's currently in 4th, although Dave Baz would absolutely have the option of settling turned up to high right now. So I wouldn't mind betting we'll probably get a move done right now.
Yeah, keep an eye on this one. I think he's got a... What's he going to give him? Greg's going to go to the inside here. So he's going to force Mr. Baz to the outside, but then only leave one lane, and that's all you're allowed to leave in the... have to leave in the rules. Flat around the outside there, so Greg's had to give that one up. But will he get the crisscross back over through here? No. So fantastic move there by David Baz, as we hear an uh-oh from Joe.
One of your contenders.
Oh, man. Stuart Ellis, what's he done?
Oh,
Too hot.
No.
Too hot.
Oh, only lost 2 positions. 2, 3. So, I tell you what, that's a get out of jail free card if we've ever seen it.
Yeah, he's done well.
He has done very well. So that might put paid to him for the overall honours, but he certainly had a good night up to that point. It's probably the first mistake I've seen from him all night.
As we join back on Ashley, chasing David Baz with Greg Heaney in tow. These guys are 4th, 5th and 6th. And you can see there the big numbers there, the battle for second. Up 30 spots, David Baz up 26, Ashley. So these guys coming up the hill. As you can see on the totem pole there, they have spread out, but there's still a lot of yellow there. A lot of yellow, so still some guys within reach of each other. There's a cut back to Pete Matson and Dylan Walker, and Dylan's just driven past him. 35 spots. I think my timing's gone again. That's all right. What does it say there? It says 35, so...
Yeah, 35 up. So Dylan Walker and Chris Noble, he's 35 up as well now. So he's gotten by Lee Partridge as well. So these guys, we haven't been able to split these guys all night between Walker, Noble, Ellis and Yeaman. John Merritt, he's up 26 spots from his starting position in 16th. Alex Court, he's having a great run, 27 up, sitting in 18th. Mav, even though he's had that incident and a trip through the pits, he's up 20 to be in 20th after starting 40th. Fred Khan's night goes from bad to worse. Oh, middle of the pack, what's he? Oh, there's a bit of a check up here that might have caught him out. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
he's going to need a padded off for that one.
He's going to need the Wambulance, I think. Oh, that was actually quite a big hit, that one. So, yeah, unlucky for Freddie. He was having a good run up to that point. So, hopefully he can get back out on track and salvage a result. Although, I believe you've got to finish in the top 25 to get points.
Yeah, so, points, yeah.
So, your lead lap cars actually at the moment, just outside that 25 is Brendan Nealon, Sam Katakazunas and Andrew Bailey and Eduardo Zamora. These are your the guys that are just outside as
26th and 29th, yeah.
Pete Matson's in the pits. Actually, it's quite a few there. Do we need pit stops for a bit of fuel in this one? No, we don't need pit stops. And then last week with that, I can't remember who it was, where they pitted. That was actually a drive-through penalty issued from race control. So, I was going to say, Joe, do you want to go on board with Aaron Russell, who's leading the way? He's got 11 seconds in front of him. Just let the glorious sound of the Hayabusa get this pass in. So Baz has just made a position on Jeff Adams. So, but what we will do, absolutely, we will grab this view and this car.
There we go. We can see the gears. All right, 4th gear across the line, 5th gear into turn 1. A slight lift. You can actually take more curve than that, but this car does upset the aerodynamics. Flat again, and then really got to turn in early here for turn 2 in 5th gear, then back on the loud pedal. Downforce of the car doing its job. Into top gear. Excuse me, turn 3, brake and turn. Probably not the best idea, but you have to. Back down the 3rd gear, flat out again. Flat out under this bridge. Get over to the right to get a straight line into the left into the braking for the Moss turns. And then through the gearbox. Carry some speed in the first part and then really slow it up for the second part to get a good run onto the back straight.
Beautiful pair of corners.
So 2nd gear, work your way up. He's got 11.2 second lead now. And it's just flat out Brussels sprout all the way up here. Really good fun when you got somebody dicing with you. And then you got a really fast corner here. Let's see if he holds it flat. Flat for the first part, down a couple of gears to the second part. Couple more for the 3rd part, and then finish off the final turn. I always think of Max Pappas when I see this turn in the NASCAR trucks. and finish off the lap there. It's a flat-out place, 71 seconds, 72 seconds.
Bit of a battle back here for Jeff Adams and Ash Lear. I think Ash just put the move on Jeff. So we got Atsushi Otsufune in 6th at the moment. So he's got a couple of lap cars between him and that next pack. Greg Heaney in 7th at the moment. Doug Gowans, he's 28 spots up. So he's having a cracking night. Nick Dwarnick, he's in 29 positions in 9th, but here we go. Round honours at the moment, slipping for Chris Noble. 37 positions, peoples.
So we've got some international visitors, and the highest place international visitor, yes, I do call New Zealand international visitor, is Atsushi Otsufune in 6th place, followed by a Canadian in 9th place of Nick Dwarnick. And our first, wow, I am looking on the leaderboard, I can't see a New Zealand flag. Liam Haycock in 27th, he's in the pits right now. So a lot of variety here, still tight. I'm looking at the lap times, everybody's still doing the same lap times, and there's still some fights going on here as we see John Merritt here with a broken car. He's trying to get through past Daniel Yeaman. He's got to set him up.
I'll tell you what, you know you're having a cracking night if you can go wheel to wheel with John Merritt in an SR8. He's renowned for being just brutally fast. Yeaman's out in the grass. Oh, we've seen a couple of guys do that tonight and impale on the inside wall, but he's hung on to it and he's kept John Merritt in his rearview mirror. So great job by Dan Yeaman there.
That's one of the things though, if John does pass him, he won't be able to pull away because that thing will be slow in a straight line because of all the damage. So he's just got to stay in his toe and just try and pass him before the final corners, I think, to make up the final positions there, because they're fighting for, what are they fighting for? 15th spot.
Yes, they are. Klaus has just put in a plug for one of our non-alcoholic sponsors, saying he's just dropped a bit of vodka into his non-alcoholic Sprite and cider for a great night. Thank you very much, Klaus. Chris Noble with us, so he's starting to zoom in onto the back of Nick Dwarnick and Doug Gowan. So this is he's gonna put a
bit wobbly.
Oh, Chris, you've only got about 5.5 minutes, lad. Hang on to her. Bring it home. Oh, there we go. At the top, we got 5 minutes and 10 seconds. So you'd be filthy when you're going up 37 positions in this sort of company and throwing it away with about 4 laps to go.
Oh, so that was Andrew Bailey a lap down. My apologies. Stuart Ellis there at 11th.
Battle up the front here. So Dave Baz, who's he battling with? He's battling with Ash Lear, who's right behind him at the moment.
And Jeff Adams not too far back either. Jeff Adams has had a quiet one, but he's had some clear track, which has really helped him out. When I met him, he was on a motorcycle too, so he's putting those practices in, looking down the road as far as possible, looking around the next corner as far as possible. So really good when you've got a clear track in front of you. When you've got cars in front, it's a bit harder to do.
Yeah, definitely. So no, he's done well tonight. Like you got to lead from the front, right? So I mean, Jeff, he's up 5 positions from where he started. He's still having a great run tonight. So he'll be ecstatic with a run like this, especially with this sort of a field. Doesn't matter if there was an incident at the start. He avoided it, and
that's right.
And away he's gone. So.
It'll be interesting to break that one down when we get to the end of this one to see what happened at the start there. As we see here, Alex Court coming through, and he's got, looks like Sean Rees and Richard King in front of him. Is that correct? Yes, it is. So it looks like Sean Rees has got a faster car than Richard, and Richard's got to keep going forward because Alex is trying to catch him up as well. And Alex just set the fastest lap. I see what you've done there, Joe. Very good. He just set the fastest lap at 11.66. And he's reducing that gap to Richard King very quickly. 7 tenths of a second. You see here coming onto the back straight now. Alex caught Sean Reese a lap down, and then his next target, Richard King, right in front of him, as he's cut back to Dwarnick here with Mr. Heaney behind him. And they are just starting their 22nd lap, or 23rd lap, my apologies. And we've got, how long have we got? Just a touch under 3 minutes. Yeah. So probably 2 or 3 laps to go.
So there's only a couple of battles. So Dan Yeaman, he's gotten by Dylan Walker, who was in the battle for outright honours earlier on, but yeah, which I
John Merritt still side by side. John's trying. He was on the back of Dylan, but he's obviously, the gaps are extended out, and he's trying to do his best to try and get around. Oh, he's having a look on the inside now. Will he get him under brakes? He's got him.
Got the move.
Good work.
Hang on to it there on the exit, but that's like, that position gone. He's thunder-footed off the corner. So,
and he's got damage. That's going to be slow.
Yeah, that's right. So Dylan should be able to out-drag him down here. A bit of side draft, but that side draft's where come on, guys.
Jeez.
Come on.
John Merritt getting a side draft there, and he pulled ahead again. Inside 2x2. And the inside line's got it.
So difficult to hang around the outside there with these cars. Oh, you can see Merritt struggling there on the change of direction. The car gets a bit of a wiggle up, and as soon as it does that, you've got to just lift off and settle the car. It costs you time. So, yeah, what could have been for Johnny Merritt there if he hadn't caught damage? I'd say that was probably in that lap 1 incident. So, to end up 28 positions up and 14th at the moment, it's probably still a stellar drive by him at this stage. But speaking of stellar drive,
who was that?
That was Greg Heaney right in front of Chris Noble, who's now gone up 38 positions. Wow.
I've got to do that. That's fit driving. Fantastic. So Chris Noble there. And he's 2.6 behind
Nick Dwarnick, but
I think they only got one more lap.
At a time. I think we're probably going to get close to. There we go.
There it is. Final lap. And looking at the lap times, he's not taking big chunks out of him, half a second at the most. So I think positions will be pretty much locked in there. There's a cut back to Aaron Russell here, coming through the final time through the Moss turns. Up the back straight with a 10.6 second lead. And take it easy from here. Skycam brought to you by Waste Options there. Up the back straight here, literally up the back straight, uphill, all the way up. Come into the final turns. Still fun flat out for this first part though. You can hear that Hayabusa motor screaming its guts out.
You wouldn't mind just having a track day in one of these, would you? As Aaron Russell, clean pair of heels. So he's 10.5 seconds ahead of Jackson Dial. Some of the lap cars are coming through. So Jackson Dial, he'd be just coming around the last corner there now. So there he goes through. David Baz in third, 31 positions up ahead of Ash Lear in fourth.
Oh, Jeff Adams there.
No.
Gowland, Dwarnick, Atshushi just lost a heap of spots there. I don't know what happened there. He's behind Chris Noble and Greg Heaney. Oh, there he goes. He's got damage on the front.
Yeah, we'll catch that one in a second. And Stuart Ellis has crashed.
Oh wow, it just doesn't stop. Oh no, no! You got to cross the line. The line's not there. Oh no!
Go,
Put it first gear. Go. Wow.
No.
Another one.
Oh
no. Oh wow.
I really don't know. I'm sorry. It's how frustrating. It's just somebody's just got into the netherworld.
Oh man, and you got to get across the line, man.
You do.
That's the thing. And that guy got punted into the air and landed in pit lane, and I think he crossed the line.
I don't know how our toe is going to be. We've got to work out who it was. Oh, I'm not laughing, but it's
it's pretty funny. It's for the minors.
Who was it?
So there's one car. See, it landed in pit lane.
Yeah,
He landed in pit lane, but I don't know if he crossed the line. So.
Golly
Try it
gosh.
one more time, Joe. Let's try it one more time. I reckon we'll get it.
So,
Get back about 3 cars, I reckon.
Brian, so let me just... So...
Okay.
So,
Start feeding it back some cars because
I'm
there's going to be
looking
an
for-
orange car.
no?
So there's the orange car. That orange car lands in pit lane. And that's the thing. You're like, oh my God, I got guys behind me. I got to get to the line. I'm flat out, Brussels sprout. That green car.
No, I buggered that right up. Sorry, guys. No. So this is Aaron Bryan. All right, so now we can slow this one down.
That orange car there, the one that's got plenty of understeer. He's going to go straight up, and whatever goes up must come down. There he goes.
Oh, he's just hooked, and I still haven't caught who it was.
If you push forward or back on vehicle, it should catch him at some point.
I don't have that on.
There he is. Lucky no one was on pit lane there. It just landed in pit lane.
Michael Haynes entered the pits. Maybe it was him. No.
It's probably safer there.
We'll try and grab it as we go on.
It's probably safer in there.
So here's our results.
All right, so Aaron Russell showing a clean pair of heels to win that second race from Jackson Dial, David Baz, Ashley, Jeff Adams, Doug Gowns, Nick Dornick, Chris Noble, Greg Heaney, and Atsushi Osafune. Then from 11th to 20th, we got Daniel Yame and John Merritt, Dylan Walker, Lee Partridge, Alex Court, Adam Laver, Sam Chapman, Ben Gorringe, Richard King, and Kevin Henderson. And over the page, in 21st position, we got Brett Bradbury, followed by Stuart Ellis, who had a cracking round tonight. Aaron Bryan in 23rd, Michael Haynes 24th, and the last of your points getters for the night is Brendan Nealon in 25th. So all the positions behind there, so Sam Catakazunos, Liam Haycock, Eduardo Zamora, Andrew Bailey, Sean Rees, Liam Braid, Matthew Gerard, Martin Walker, Phil King, Adam Simpson, Warren Everett, Fred Kahn, Pete Matson, Aidan Schweikert, Scott Jordison. I think a lot of these guys actually didn't finish. So going back through the back there. So Aidan Luthwaite will be filthy. He got, I'd say he must have got taken out early on lap 5 or 6. So yeah, rough night for Aidan. He was a shine light in race 1. Sam King, Tony Baker, Paul Wood, Greg Gill, and Shannon Fever and Wayne Gazilla actually took the start. So there's your grid for the night. So now if we go across here, hang on, I'll try and pick up the start of the race. I would do so green flag. Let's have a bit of a look at this first before I start interviewing some people here. Let's see what actually happened. So that front car stalled, got bump started, and then all hell broke loose.
So it's up the front. So Grant's the first guy who's actually showed up as having an accident. I reckon he was. Oh, so it's happening in front.
He's come to a stop. Safe stop, actually. Oh, okay. Did. Past tense.
It's the unsafe stop that didn't get him. So trying to find the front. So Aaron Russell was up the front. So it must have been. So
264 there.
264. Sam King. So Sam King, he's unfortunately, Sam, you
didn't have it in gear, or didn't have it started, or something's happened. So he's got it going there, and then poof car.
Yeah. So
game over.
Bit of smoke, a bit of oh god, yeah. There's John Merritt. So he's net coated back and caught somebody on the way through. So he's carried that damage right the way through to the finish.
There's the whole race, yeah.
So yeah, really unfortunate start to race 2, but yeah, I guess unfortunately.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, like I said, they started around 2 corners back, so they would have had a bit of head of steam up by there.
Yeah, that's right. So very unfortunate for the guys. So But in the room here at the moment, we've actually got. I'll tell you what. I reckon we should probably go to Chapo first off. He had a stellar drive in the first one. I'm trying to find his name on where did you finish in the second one, Chapo?
18th.
Yeah, I finished back a bit. I got through most of the incidents and then got caught up in one at the end of lap 2. So, yeah, then was behind Matt for most of the race, but catching me was so fast. But bloody hell, it was fun out there tonight. It's crazy, but lots of fun.
It looked like fun. Race 1, mate. Did you forget to fuel the car up, or was your throttle not calibrated, mate? Was it 31st you qualified race 1? What's going there? That's not normally the position we see you qualifying in anything, Sam. But I think, to be fair, the top 28 cars were covered by a second in qualifying. You're only slightly outside it, mate. Bit of a rough run in qualifying. Just couldn't get the groove with the car, or not enough laps. What was the go there?
Oh yeah, not enough laps. I started doing laps 15 minutes before the end of Pracky, and I haven't driven this car since we did it last time, quite a few seasons ago. So it was just coming out for a bit of fun, and 31st, it's you're right in the pack, but if you're out there for fun, it's a great place to be. We had some great battles there. In fact, that right at the end, Matto got me right on the line, side by side. So that was a great little finish there. But yeah, no, it was more sort of a fun thing tonight. I couldn't get the quali together, but then you sort of start the similar spot for the next race, and there's a bit of chaos going on. But yeah, full reverse grid. These fields, Joe, aren't they unbelievable at the moment? I've never seen anything like it.
Look, I tell you what, Chavo, we were actually talking about it in the broadcast at the start. You've got Porsche Cup has gone off. They had 57 cars or 56 cars or something last night. The trucks have been absolutely sold out, standing room only. We had 60 cars and 15 guys rattling on the gates wanting to join in the fun on Wednesday night. GT3s are getting 100 guys a night. Like, the club, so proud of where we're at the moment, and it's hard work by all the guys on the committee, coming together, and some great sponsors, that have put forward some ideas of what we should race and when and how, and it's exploded. Like, it's probably the most stressful season, but it's certainly showing in the results we can put out to the people on broadcast.
Yeah, it sure is. It's unbelievable. I'm just trying to do a mini stock qualifying as we speak, somewhat unsuccessfully, but also they're a bit of fun. I'm not sure if you've tried those, but they're quite a bit of fun. Bit of understeer, but the racing can be quite good.
Yeah, we ran them up on the mountain last season. So, but if you're doing that now, mate, I'll say congratulations.
That's all right. I've collied now, and I collied pole, so I'm happy days. You can yap to me now.
More of a congratulations on getting your mic sorted, mate. It sounds great. Great work. Tick of approval.
Thank you. But thanks to Grant Gill on that one. We've still got a few foot of filters and that sort of thing to chuck in there, but yeah, it's much better than it was, isn't it?
Well, we don't have to throw a mute button in there now, mate. That's the main thing.
Well, you still might have to do that. I could still yap rubbish, but nevertheless, you won't have to just because I sound like a robot.
Yeah, no worries. So, all right, mate, well, great result there up. Even after your trip through the pitch, you ended up 18th in race 2. So we're going to see you back on the grid for these again next Friday night.
It just depends what I've got on, it's Friday night's just one of those. I'm so committed for the rest of the nights of the week that see people's girls, that sort of thing. It's pretty tough to fit into the schedule if I don't have a Friday night as well. So I'll probably be sporadic.
Yeah, no worries, mate. All right, well, go well. Good luck in your street stock, your mini stock race there, and yeah, congratulations, mate. Was good drive forward in both races. Well done.
Cheers, mate.
I actually want to cut to a person I haven't seen in the commentary booth ever, and this name, he's got the same name as me. So Nick Dornick, welcome aboard. Give us a quick rundown of your races. So your 2 races for tonight. Your home races, be it, for tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Bowmanville, Ontario is quite close to me. I've been there a couple times for the Canadian Superbike Series to watch those boys go at it, but Motorsport definitely holds near and dear to my heart in regards of all the times there. But man, those races were they get you going. I thought I would need a coffee sponsor in the morning. I'm getting up at 5 a.m. to race with you boys, and man, it gets your reflexes going quick there as you're coming through the field. But for race 1, I felt pretty good about qualifying. I think I was around 13th or so, and we truly just had a battle out there. Moved up a couple positions and had a good tussle with Matthew at the end before he did a classic turn 10 move on me there, and man, I looked silly doing that. But in race 2, that start was absolutely chaos. Gridlock almost twice in the first lap there, and just fortunate to get through and not get collected up, unfortunately. But as we were coming towards the end there, battling up, I think it was close to 7th. Actually, I made a little contact with that Sushi. Going into 9, thought I could replicate Matthew's daring moves, and fortunately clipped him into 9. So I won't be surprised if there's a penalty coming my way there. But really, really proud to represent the Canadian culture here and show that my quote-unquote international talent can hold up with Australians and New Zealand's best.
Oh, it's great to have you on board. Was there any little tricks that you brought to the race here tonight, being obviously a Canadian race, the one that you've seen or done many a time? Is there any little bits and pieces that maybe some of us Australians don't know? Maybe you don't want to share them, I don't know, but was there any little leg ups that you had on some of the field here?
I think the biggest thing was just trying to maintain momentum. This track being such draft heavy, anytime you can kind of stay in the slipstream and stay out of any sort of too wide situation, it's going to allow you to just slip straight on past. I didn't get many chances to do that, but I was certainly putting pressure where I could. But my goodness, you had to be pretty daring going into 9 if you want to make anything stick. And hats off to anyone who dared made moves in a Moss corner. That's no easy place to be making it happen.
Yeah, exactly. Now, speaking of GSRC stuff, I don't know if you've been asked this before, but what led you to the Gentleman Sim Racing Club and to get up at 5 a.m. to race with us?
You know what, the big thing was that I wanted to have my nights off, and figured that racing in the morning was the best way for me to be a little bit more intentional with my days. Working, I would say upwards of 10, 12 hours a day. It's a little bit easier to try and do some extra work at night and be able to have my social time in the morning. It also helps me get into a better routine. So let it be known that the Gentleman Sim Racing Club is part of my daily routine whenever possible.
Yeah, early morning adrenaline. Looking ahead, is there anything, what are you doing during the week in terms of Gentleman Sim Racing Club, or just Friday nights at the moment?
I mean, I'm looking to continue to do more of the series here. I know the Mountain Men is tomorrow morning for me, and I'm looking forward to do that with the Legacy Cup cars and trying to pluck away more of them there. I thought I had something lined up for Mondays before they just kind of went away, so I might have to sneak into that LMP2 action and see if this can replicate anything I can pull in the Radical.
Yes, well, actually, yeah, go on, Joe.
Oh, sorry, Nick. I was going to say, what do you do for a job, Nick? Like, obviously, you're saying you got to drag yourself out of bed at 5 a.m, which for me that's a sleep in. You'll
Say for me.
You'll learn to know they call me trucker because that's what I do. I'm out of bed at 1:30 in the morning and go to work. So that's a daily occurrence for me. And I just stay up late and broadcast and race and do all that sort of stuff. Sleep's overrated. But what do you actually do like during the day, mate? You got to obviously you work or whether you're a student. What do you do there, Nick?
Yeah, so right now I'm a manager over at East Coast Lobster and Seafood, so a little seafood shop in Thunder Bay. It's one of the, if not the only shop in the Northern Ontario region, so we get quite hectic there. But I'm currently working towards buying in myself. This place brought a lot of passion towards there, so anything I do, I like to do with a lot of intensity and commitment to go further. So.
Better get that on the side of your car.
GSRC gonna fit that. I got it on my truck. I got it on my NAS truck. If we can get a couple more spaces opened up or another split, I'm sure you start seeing more lobsters out in the field.
There is going to be some information, and I expect it to be painted up with like what's that dude out of SpongeBob with the claws and stuff? What's his name?
Oh, Mr. Krabs? I actually have a tattoo on my ankle.
Get Mr. Krabs on the side there. But no, we're actually going to have a bit of news for the trucks There will be a space for you next Wednesday, or let's just put it that way. So whether it's going to be popular or unpopular at the moment, it's I think we had on Wednesday night a full server with 60 cars and about 15 names that didn't get in. So we had to change something, and that is coming. So keep your eye on the Discord for information for that one, and keep a chair at the table for me, mate. If ever I'm over that way, I will be in there for some tea.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, much appreciated, boys. Thank you for the broadcast. Thank you for the series that's been going on. It's yeah, to see these big numbers, and everyone kind of be like very respectful for just how hectic it is to get through most of these races in a relatively clean state. Speaks a lot to the community.
Much appreciated, Nick. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna go put a brew on now.
Yeah, a brew. Yeah, what sort of brew? Is it an AM brew or a PM brew?
Oh, for sure an AM.
No worries. All right, mate, you enjoy your coffee, and we'll catch you tomorrow night or tomorrow morning in the Mountain Men race.
Cheers, boys.
Thanks, Nick.
All right, let's cut to second place in that. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I was going to say Dylan Walker.
G'day, guys.
Number
How are you,
530.
Yeah, not too bad. Fellas, how are you?
Up 32 spots there, Dylan, in the second race. Quickly run us through your race 1 and race 2.
Yeah, look, race 1, stuffed up my quality, so I was trying to work my way forward a little bit. It's just, yeah, it's so hard to pass around here, so you're trying to look for every opportunity you can. And then, yeah, race 2, just somewhat avoided the melee at the start and got collected at Moss, and then had a few more bingles in race 2, so yeah, I think I made the best of what I could in race 2, but yeah, definitely happy with race 1.
Considering you got collected and like up 32 spots is pretty damn good. Considering, what do we have? 39 for Chris Noble, and he was the best. So you're not far off that.
Yeah, I suppose all things considered, it was a pretty good result, but a lot of those were freebies from people who were pointing backwards. So, yeah, no, I mean, well, I think everybody had an incident in this race. So, yeah, no, you gotta take what you get.
And you're obviously enjoying these radicals.
Yeah, they're absolutely rapid. So they're oh, you see me go off. The dirty air is pretty rough in them. But once you do get them hooked up and you're trying to set someone up, it is pretty good racing.
All right, Klaus was asking for a drug test, mate, because you're up 32 spots. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, we got to put Noble through it then if he's up more than me.
Oh, we will be. And if you fail a drug test, you need some next week.
Oh, definitely, 100%.
What's on the cards in terms of GSRC racing for the rest of your next 7 days, I should say?
Mainly focusing on the Super 2s at the moment. Been really enjoying that with the rest of the Orbit Drop Air guys. But yeah, these radicals are up there as well. Probably kind of mainly focus on the 2. Pretty busy with uni and work and everything. So yeah, only got time for the 2, but we'll see what happens.
Look, 2's better than none, and up 32 spots is pretty damn good. Joe, you got any further questions?
No, we're good.
Me, yeah. Look, yeah. Race 1. I think you were battling pretty hard with them guys up the front. That's got to be a bit of a feather in your cap. Nice clean run home in race 1, I think, from memory, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, definitely being able to punch up there with the fast guys is pretty good. Pretty happy with that. They were, yeah. If it wasn't for Luthwaite battling away with Noble, they probably would have gapped me. But yeah, luckily I managed to stay in the draft and held on.
Yeah, so important with this car. Like I think it had the high downforce set on it. So whilst you could draft up and in behind the car, obviously it never had that. As soon as you stepped out, the high downforce slowed the car down and didn't allow you to actually get clear at the end of the back straight.
Yeah, you do get a bit of a parachute effect when you do pull out. But yeah, and running too wide through that long right-hander is really tricky as well, especially since it tightens up to the left afterwards. So yeah, you got to be pretty committed if you are going to make a move, especially around here.
Yeah, very good. All right, mate. Well, congratulations on the results tonight. I wouldn't mind betting, looking at the numbers here, you're probably going to be in the top 4 or 5 overall, I'd say. So So a good result. Obviously, we've got Adam Maverick in the background crunching numbers for the couple of races. So hopefully, if that's done by the end of the broadcast, we'll let everybody know not only round honours but overall championship standings as well.
Yeah, sweet. Cheers, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Tom.
All right.
Where are we going, Nick?
We've got a long list to get through here. I was just looking at the live timing before. Where are we? Where is he? Is he still in here? Jackson finished second in that one, up 22 spots. Give us a quick rundown of your race 1 and race 2.
Oh, mate, it was looking good in race 1. I qualified about where I expected. There's a lot of fast guys in the group tonight. I was slowly making my way up the field, and then unfortunately with 3 blokes battling into the double right-hander, I've come in pretty hot. They've slammed on the anchors, and once you've taken that first right-hander under brakes, there's no stopping the car any faster. And unfortunately I've gone into the rear end, spun the car and had to pit. So from that point onwards it was like, well, we're at an invert all race here, so do I just hang back and try to start the next race in a good position, or do I try and make up spots? And I think I got spat out around 40th and made my way to 25th, so I was pretty happy with the make up there.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, and then leading to race 2, got up to second in the end. I thought I had a really good race, to be honest. I had a lot of trouble getting through some of the slow guys in the field. A lot of people all over the place, and it just made it really scary to overtake. And then overlapped cars. Once I'd reached second spot, obviously Aaron was way up the field, having all that free time to make the space, and I had blue flagged cars just slowing me down slightly, letting David Baz catch up to me, and then as soon as he got in the slipstream I was really under the sweat. But yeah, he almost had me, but we got there at the end.
Oh, that's it. I can hear it in your voice. You're smiling while you're saying it too. You only finished 3 tenths behind you, but I mean that's all you needed to get the job done there for the second place. That's very well done.
Yeah, mate, I had the boys in my ear telling me all the information I needed to know, and I'll stress, and I'll tell you that.
Looking ahead, what's on the cards for yourself in the next 7 days, GSRC wise?
Look, I've been smashing the GT3 lately. This season I've really taken a step up on my game, having two qualifiers, qualifying second in 2 races now. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to miss it this Monday as I'm starting a new job, and it's just not going to fit in my time schedule. But I'll definitely be back for the Radicals next week, and then hopefully the GT3s after that.
Oh, fantastic. You got any questions there, Joe?
Well, no, not really. I've been doing stuff in the background here, but
yeah, I know you have.
yeah. But hey, look, Jackson, mate, I just got to say, man, great drive. I think you were probably one of the few guys to manage to keep a clean pair of heels in that second race. We were checking with you as it went on. You got up there, and once you got sort of to the back of Heaney, him and Jeff Adams sort of made it a bit difficult for you. But you got by and put. I mean, obviously Heaney's your teammate, but yeah, sort of once you got by, you got a clean pair of heels, and I mean, obviously you probably weren't going to catch Aaron. He's a class guy who had a bit of a bad run in race 1 and got the gap on the field, but you certainly got to be happy to be able to battle through up there and keep the gap to guys like Dave Baz and Ashley.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I knew as soon as I saw Aaron Russell in the lead that there was no chance catching him with how much work I had to do to get just into second place. Especially Jeff Adams ran a good race, man. Really clean. Honestly, the top 5 battle was great. There was room on every corner when the move was made, and I never thought once that one of us is going to die here. So yeah, it was really good. Really happy with tonight.
Yeah, well, congratulations, mate. I mean, look, even though there was that incident at the start, you still got there, finished second overall in race 2, and it's a good bunch of points, mate. So congratulations.
Thanks, Joe.
Beat me to it, Joe. I was about to say the same thing. All right, let's go to Mr. Greg Heaney. Good evening, sir. I'm just having a look down the list here. Where did you end up finishing?
That'd be 9th, Nick.
Greg is in 9th. Here he is. Right.
9th. There he is. Yes, there he is. 9th in the second race, up minus 1 spot. But look, you had to be at the front of the field to get away from all the muck that was happening behind you at the start there. Give us a quick rundown of your first and second races there.
Well, I'm going to forget race 1 happened because it was exit of the first. Yeah, exit of the last corner. Too much jandle on the right-hand side, left-hand side, and ended up in the wall. So that's all she wrote there.
Okay.
Race 2. That was an excellent little couple of battles I had there. One there with Nick Dwornik. That was good. At that point, I think Aiden had unfortunately retired. I think Fred had also retired it to the pits. So we had Fred in my ears and giving me pointers, and the pass for Jackson to get past me up the back straight. He's like, if you could just move left, like now, it's just so he could get so I could break the toe to Jeff, and obviously give Jackson a little bit of a toe to drag him past him. And then he's obviously carried a bit more pace into the last corner, and I just made sure it was easy enough for him to get past. And but credit where credit's due to all the guys that I ended up battling with. Definitely not as worn out and sweaty as I was from last week, but definitely a good couple of battles in race 2 with the guys. So
You were in second place for a while there, weren't you?
Yeah, that I was.
Yes.
Until I had a bit of a moment. I think I was pushing the nose of the car just a bit too hard, and towards the end of it, I was just battling understeer like crazy. So it was just a matter of hanging on to as many places as I could and making it difficult for the guys coming up behind me to try and get past me. So
fair enough. And in terms of whiskey business, considering you are, I think, I've not confirmed this, but considering that you guys are one of the biggest teams in the GSRC, how's whiskey business overall going now?
Hang on. One of the biggest teams on iRacing by now, surely.
No, we haven't expanded that far yet, Joe.
Redline sim racing.
I reckon Redline's probably got it by a couple of members.
By only a couple, but it's still only Friday.
Yeah, that is true.
Plenty of time to recruit.
I've still got time. And I mean, whiskey goes well with seafood.
Oh, I see.
I see what you did there.
No, how is the team in general going? Like with, Aiden taking out the IndyCar last Friday season, and just got guys in just everything. I don't think there's a broadcast where we don't see a yellow and blue car somewhere.
Oh, look, we're doing fantastic, to be honest. I think this season most of us were focusing more on the GT3s. We've put the LMPs in the shed for this season. So GT3s, I know there's a chunk of us, a few of us dropping in and out of the SFLs. I think there's every chance you'll probably see more than 2 of us. I think more than 2 of us on the grid for the Inter-Club Challenge for that one at the end of the year. Then we've obviously got Porsche Cup. We've got Radicals. We've got NAS trucks. And then I think that's just about it. I think the only ones we're not running is GT4 and supercars, I think.
You name it, we got a solution for you. All right, and so for you, Greg Heaney, what are you going to be looking at doing for this next coming 7 days, GSRC wise?
Pretty much all of the above.
Everything aforementioned.
Yeah, very, very much so. No, I'm going to be tomorrow. I'll probably get in a chunk of practice for Monday. I think myself and Bobby Camoa organised some private coaching sessions for an upcoming round of the GT3s, and that's probably going to be on Tuesday. So you probably won't see me on track for the SFLs, depending on what time that falls and how long we're booking it for, because Bobby's doing all of that. So we'll see what comes of it. Definitely on track for NAS trucks. That'll be too much fun. No matter where you finish in that, it's always good.
Got someone to race, yeah.
Yeah, it's just there's racing all the way through that. I mean, even this week just gone. I mean, no matter where you were on track, there was somebody to run against. So I was just unlucky and got knocked on the back after the last safety car on that one, and just unsettled the back of the car and ended up facing the wrong way and ended up as a pinball. But then back for Porsche Cup next Thursday, and obviously back for radicals on Friday.
Oh, fantastic. Well, look, keep up the good work. Keep recruiting. You're going to have the biggest... I wouldn't be too phased if you were one of the biggest on iRacing in terms of your club. But look, keep it going. I'm sure that pays off in endurance races such as the Bathurst 1000 and Petite Le Mans and all that kind of thing. We can get anybody and everybody in your team to come and help out. And we will no doubt I will see you on track, no doubt, at some point in the next week.
Yeah, no worries. And I reckon, honestly, I think within GSRC, I mean, yes, we've got a chunk of members. I still think Twitchy Foot's got a number over us at the moment. So
fair enough. Thanks for your time there, Greg. Appreciate it.
no worries. Cheers, boys.
Thank you, Greg.
All right. And
Liam.
last person. But thank you for your patience, Liam. Liam Haycock, where'd you finish there? 27th in that second race. Give us a quick rundown of your race 1 and race 2.
Well, both races were pretty similar. Both kept on making possessions and then spinning or going off track and having to lose them all again. So just repeatedly losing the car, still struggling with it, can't quite get to grips with it very well. It's very difficult.
Fair enough. Did you just turn up and do the practice session, or you did some private practice beforehand?
Over the week, I've probably done a few hours, but
okay.
Yeah.
Still wrapping your head around. I guess you're pretty new to the whole iRacing thing, yeah?
About just over a year now. So.
Okay. Fair enough. In terms of the next 7 days, what do you got on the cards in terms of GSRC racing that you're looking forward to?
Back to my standard schedule, so that'll just be Friday and Saturday for me, as school's starting back up again.
Oh, right, okay. Because I think, I'm just looking down the list here, I think you were the first. So we've had a Canadian from Nick Dornick in 7th. We had a Japanese guy in 10th from Atsushi Osafune, and I think you were the first New Zealand representative there in 27th there in race 2. So got to fly that flag nice and high, I guess.
Yeah, should have had a few more up front, but oh well. I kept making mistakes, so I'm sure that I'm not the only one.
Fair enough. So Fridays and Saturdays, so you're going to be coming along tomorrow to do the, having a look, don't tell me Joe, the Legacy Porsche 911 GT3 Cups at Bathurst?
Definitely. Always like Mountain Men, just got the car for it the other day, so looking forward to it.
Well, that's it. It's a Legacy car. It's only $2, so, or three American dollars, so whatever that is.
Definitely looking forward to New Hampshire
50
next week
New
as well.
Zealand dollars, isn't it, Liam?
Like 5 or 6.
Oh, fair enough. Well, look, as long as you're having fun, Liam, you keep turning up and keep doing the right things. It's going. Well, hopefully we'll see a positive next to your name in the next one, rather than -6 spots. We'll see a positive 20 or something.
Maybe.
Just gotta keep at it.
Maybe.
Just gotta keep at it. All right. Well, thank you for hanging on, and thank you for your time. And look, there's always the next race as well.
Yeah.
All right.
I like a good oval.
Well, yes. Speaking of which, we will go through and Joe will show us the season. Round 3, we're going to the northeastern part of the United States there, and we're going to the New Hampshire Roval. This will be a tricky one. We've had some easy races to start us off.
I can't wait for this.
And I've got 2 tricky ones to chase that up. So New Hampshire Oval with a bit of undulation and blind corners, and no one knows this track, Joe, I think, other than you and me, because we're nut jobs that know these kinds of things and been on it long enough. And then I'm going to... Sorry, go on.
Quite simply, if you haven't raced New Hampshire Roval, buy the track and show up next Friday night. It is such a... it's... From the outwards, it looks so simple, but on track, it's anything but. It is such a... It's got a bit of everything. It's got it's got part of an oval track. It's got off-camber blind corners. It's got like a big sweeping on camber, and it's fantastic. Like really big braking zones to first gear, 90-degree corners. It really is. It's going to be it'll be a bit of a spectacle next Friday night. I think. I hope the guys support it. 'Cause it's going to be a cracking track.
And then we're going to chase that up with the bumps and the bumps of Chicago Street Circuit after that. So to end the October run there, 2 reasonably difficult tracks, especially in the Radical. It's going to show up, as we were talking about during the broadcast show, when it's high speed it's not too bad, but then when it gets down to mechanical grip and the low speed stuff, the suspension's that stiff.
Absolutely.
You'll be leaping and hopping across all those bumps. So we'll see how we go. New Hampshire's got a couple of them. Actually, like you said, the New Hampshire Roval's got a bit of everything.
It does, yeah.
And then we'll finish off with we've got Knock Hill, Zandvoort, Navarra, Lebanon and Sachsenring, which are all natural terrain road courses. And then obviously I've held back on round 10. We'll make a decision on that one as we get closer to it. But yes, that should be good for next couple Friday nights coming up. As we'll go over the page, and we got tomorrow night, as aforementioned, 32 laps, 200 kilometres. If you still haven't got enough of Bathurst across the TV from yesterday and today, there's still plenty more to come. We got the Legacy 911 Cup car. That's tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Oh, sorry, Daylight Savings Time. And then broadcast Monday night, the LMP2s from Barcelona. 30-minute race around there, and then we're going to chase that up with GT3s from the same circuit, so that'll be good if anybody's doing the double. And that's going to be the pro split. Tuesday night, the introductory formula, we're going to do the F4s at Jerez with the moto version of the circuit, so no chicane aside down on the back half. There's going to be 3 races there. And then we're going to go Fuji Speedway with the no chicane, and that's going to be a 60-minute race there in the wings and slicks in the Super Formula Light. So they'll be on their home track. On Wednesday night, excuse me, we're going to be broadcasting again, and this time we'll have the trucks from Watkins Glen. And we got a 301 race. That'll be a 30-lap race, no doubt, or something along those lines, Joe.
Yeah, about 30 laps around Watkins Glen in the NASCARs, and all right, so I'll spill the beans. Look, you can get 60 cars on Watkins Glen, but you don't want 60 cars. It's just going to be crazy. So what we're actually doing is it's a real step from tradition with the club. Now, normally when we've got to split servers up. Normally the way we'll do it is we'll have like a pro and a pro-am or whatever, and it's done on I rating or pace or whatever it may be. We can't really do that with ovals because you're talking like 3 or 4 tenths between the fastest and the slowest guys on any given night, right? So it's just not something that's going to work. So we're doing 2 sister. So both servers are set up identical. And it's first in, best dressed. If you change servers, you will be DQ'd. So you pick a server, you go into it, and that's one you're racing. Equal points between both servers. So that's a first, that's Wednesday night, and that's coming to you.
There you go. That sounds fantastic, actually. Will we, this is just a thing I should have asked off air, but will we amalgamate the total race times and then get an overall winner, or nah? Winner's a winner, on winner is a winner.
No, if you win, you win. If you don't win, you don't win.
There you go. All right, there's 120 seats. How many active members in the club, Joe?
No. There's only going to be 80 seats. So 40 per server.
Per server.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. So that'll be on your Wednesday night, 7:45, and then we're going to chase that up with some more V8 action. The V8 supercars this time coming from the Montreal Circuit Gilles Villeneuve for 40 minutes. Thursday night, another broadcast, Phillip Island GT4s, 40-minute race there. And then you're going to chase that up with some Porsches at Portimao for another 40-minute race. And then join us again in 7 days' time. We've already told you, New Hampshire Roval, 2 sprint races, a 20 and a 30-minute race. Full reverse grid on that 30-minute race. It's going to be fantastic. The field will spread it a lot more than here, but I tell you what, you'll just be hanging out for any mistakes to get that next position. All right, again, thank the guys that helped make this all happen, not just myself and Joe, but yes, the club itself, GSRC, myshopify.com. Go there and check out the shirts, the caps, the hoodies, the key rings, the stubby coolers, anything you can think of. We got it there. Even if you want to make your team t-shirts, we got a part there where you can do that as well. So go check that out there. And then obviously we want to thank our club sponsors, starting with Flash Graphics. Thank John for that one. To Sprayed and Ciders, non-alcoholic ciders, to Waste Options. They've been with us for a very long time. To Orbic Australia, get in contact with Pete there. JJZ Constructions, get in contact with Josh. M-Wave Australia. And we're back to Flash Graphics there. So help those guys that help support the club and help make this club what it is. Joe's, any final thoughts in closing before I ask you some Bathurst questions?
Oh, look, I think at the moment, I'm as much as nearly everybody am blown away by the position of the club's in at the moment. Yeah, we've got overflowing service. We're having a split service where, you know, just wild, absolutely fantastic. I don't know, we must be doing something right, and I'm proud of not only every member of the committee, all the broadcast team, all the race controllers, but also the members as well, because without the members, we don't have a club. So all the drivers that showed up tonight, I was 48 guys in the server tonight, every single one of those guys can pat themselves on the back, you know, and we're, okay, it's too loud. Sorry, Adam. Yeah, so it's, sorry. Looking forward to where it's going from here. So I think we might actually have, I was going to do the outro, but I think we might have the championship spreadsheet.
Well, there you go.
So here we go.
Chris Noble.
Yes.
Yeah, go for it, Joe.
Yeah, so Chris Noble from John Merritt. Yeah, done that, Josh. Aidan Luthwaite in third, Alex Court, Nick Dwarnick, he's up 4 positions, Adam Lavis, Stuart Ellison is equal 6th, so 8th is Dylan Walker up 6 spots, Jack Rogers didn't show up tonight, so Paul Wood in 10th. But for your round honours tonight, I think we've got Chris Noble overall took the gold with 52 points. Silver was Dylan Walker on equal with Dan Yeaman, both on 38 points. So
there you go.
So yeah, it was very, very close for second and third, but Chris Noble with a clean pair of heels. So he's done a fantastic job.
All right, Joe, I'm going to put you on the spot. Not in any order, because obviously it's Bathurst weekend, biggest weekend of motorsport in Australia. Bathurst weekend. Name any of your top 3 cars that are going to finish in the top 3, not necessarily first, second, third, but just anywhere in the top 3, and your dark horse. Go.
I don't think Car 17 is going to have a show. I haven't actually seen the crash yet, but from what I understand, it was a bit of a doozy.
I think it's done.
Yeah,
58 G is a bit of a thing.
But look, I may not be a fan, but you have to admire what the guys do. 888 Racing. They've probably got 3 cars in there. Cooper Murray, I believe, he was second in one of the practices today and 4th or 5th in the other one. So that's you can't go past the pace he's got up there if he can keep it off the walls, which we've seen there's a couple of guys up there that have struggled with that so far. I think they'll get a good result. So it's going to come out of your 888 and on the stream the other day, oh golly gosh, just bear with me here 1 second. I've actually got a thing here. I'm drawing a blank. The other one I had
Didn't ask
said
you, Josh. I'll get to you yet.
was, probably Cam Waters. Like Cam's always strong up on the mountain. So they'd be my 3. And I think a Smoky for a great result. You can't go past James Golding and Dave Russell in the Premier car. I think those guys are probably due a good result, and he's always putting on a great result in David Russell. He's always been a solid guy up there, so So, yeah, and there we go, Josh Wayne. I think 55 in the Randall car is probably a dark horse.
Fair enough. All right, well, we've got it on live now, Joe, so that's why I wanted to do it.
Yes.
Oh, look, I'm always going to say, I've always said this car 1, car 25, and then interchangeable 88, 87, one of those 4 into the top 3, and dark horse car 26, Stanaway?
Stanaway and Wood with Grave Racing?
Yeah.
Great work.
So we'll see what happens. All right. Well, we better wrap that one up now.
We will. So, everybody, it's Bathurst Day on Sunday. Don't ring my phone. Don't send me a message. I'm unavailable. I'll be sitting in front of the box. And
I'm the same.
I know there's a lot of guys who are up there on the mountain. I'm insanely jealous. So, enjoy your weekend, guys. And thank you very much. We will see you again next Friday night.